Hello, my name is William and welcome to Found in Japan. Today we're going to talk about Hiragana and Katakana, the two phonetic writing styles that are used in Japanese. In Japan, there are three main ways of writing. The first is with kanji, or the Chinese characters. There are hiragana and there are katakana. Hiragana and katakana, they make up the phonetic sounds that are used in Japanese. Hiragana means flowing style, and katakana means fragmented. Each one of these represents a different phoneme, or sound. Hiragana and katakana are derived from kanji, and they rested in a table called a Gojuon, or 50 sounds. In the two writing styles that are used in Japanese, the hiragana usually denotes words or language that comes from Japanese, and katakana is usually used to show loan words. While there are more than 50 sounds originally in the hiragana table, several of them are not used anymore and are pretty much obsolete in modern Japanese. Maybe you're thinking to yourself, well, I have to learn 50 hiragana and then 50 katakana. The great thing is that as long as you can read them, the sound never changes. Unlike in languages like English, where maybe you change the word letter or it's a loan word from another language, the sound will not change, which is very convenient. The table of the Gojuon is pretty easy to read, and it can be either written vertically, top to down, left to right, or right to left. Today I'm going to be doing the right to left method, as that's just what I'm the most used to. I currently did a thing on my Instagram where I went through all of them one by one, so if you want to check that out in like a card format, you can do that there. The first column is the vowel column, and the vowel column always stays in this order: A, I, U, E, and O. This order is different than it would be in the alphabet, but in Japanese it always stays like this. This is very convenient because as we read the sounds across each row, the sound stays the same. Along the top, you can see that there is a row of consonants. These consonants plus the vowel row makes a new sound. For example, we can add the K and A sound to make ka. And if we continue down, it goes ki, ku, ke, and ko. If we look at each column, the sounds progress as a K, S, T, N, H, M, Y, R, W, and a single consonant, N. Let's go through all of them really quick. A, I, U, E, O. Ka, ki, ku, ke, ko. Sa, shi, su, se, so. Ta, chi, tsu, te, to. Na, ni, nu, ne, no. Ha, hi, fu, he, ho. Ma, mi, mu, me, mo. Ya, yu, yo. Ra, ri, ru, re, ro. Wa, o, n. So that's the basic hiragana table. Now we can add a thing called a Dakuten, or what looks like a small quotation, to some of the hiragana to change the way that they sound. For example, we can add it to the K row and it becomes a G sound. So from ka, ki, ku, ke, ko to ga, gi, gu, ge, go. The S row can have a Dakuten and the S will change to a Z sound, like this. Sa, shi, su, se, so changes to za, ji, zu, ze, zo. The ta row, or the T row, can have the Dakuten added and it changes to a D sound, like this. Ta, chi, tsu, te, to becomes da, ji, zu, de, do. The ha row is where it starts to get kind of complicated, because if we add the Dakuten to it, it changes from an H sound to a B sound, like this. Ha, hi, hu, he, ho becomes ba, bi, bu, be, bo. Now, that's not the only hard part, because if we add a maru, or a small circle in the corner called a Handakuten, This changes the h sound to a p or p sound, like this. Ha, hi, hu, he, ho becomes pa, pi, pu, pe, po. So on top of the 50 or Gojuon that we've added another 25 using the Dakuten and Handakuten. But we're still not done yet. If we take the hiragana in the I roll, we can add a small ya, yu, yo, which is called a Youon. This makes it into a glide sound. For example, ki and ya makes kya, ki and yu makes kyu, and ki and yo makes kyo. Doing this with the K, S, T, N, H, M, and R rows, we add another 21 sounds. If we add the Dakuten or Handakuten to the previous sounds, we get more. For example, kya becomes gya, kyu becomes gyu. Adding the Handakuten and Dakuten adds 15 more sounds. Two of the hiragana which are pretty special are the O, W-O, and N hiragana. The O hiragana is often used as the object marker in a sentence and very rarely, if ever, will start a word. The N or hard N sound is always joined to another hiragana to make a finalizing N or M sound, the hard N or M. The last way to change a hiragana when spelling is called a Sokuon, or it's a small tsu, the TSU, and it's used to make a germinated sound or a hard consonant sound like a PP or a KK. This can be seen here with kite, which means to come, K-I-T-E in Roman letters, but K-I-T-T-E or kite means stamp. There is one more symbol that's called a chōonpu, and it means to extend the vowel sound. Usually in a word like mother, which is oka-san, where there's a AA sound, in hiragana you would write o-ka-a-san. But when you write in katakana, you just draw a dash mark. This is rarely used in hiragana, but one example would be in the word ramen, which is ra, the dash, and then men. If you're looking to come to Japan, I really suggest that you learn at least all of the hiragana and all the katakana if you can, because a lot of signs and a lot of menus or things will be written in those. There may be English or Korean or Chinese if you can read those, but for the most part, everything will be written in hiragana, katakana, kanji, and maybe romanized. You may think that learning the hiragana and the katakana is hard, and you know what? I agree. Even with all the time I've spent living in Japan, studying Japanese, and before I came to Japan studying in college, I still don't like katakana. I don't know what it is, I just don't like it. But once you learn it, it'll be very helpful to your life, or if you want to travel and live in Japan. Even if you don't know the kanji, oftentimes there's a thing called Furigana, which is written off to the side, and that will show you how to pronounce the kanji. If you're interested in learning how to write the hiragana like this over here, this table comes from Wikipedia, and there'll be a link down below on how to find it. I want to wish you the best of luck with learning hiragana and katakana, and I hope that this video helped you. If you did like it or you have some comments, please leave it in the comment down below, and we'll see you in another video for things that can be found in Japan. Mata ne. Bye bye.